One of my favorite quotes is from Marc Gafni, who's the co-founder of the Center for Integral Wisdom and the author of the book, Your Unique Self. And what he says is that we live in this world of outrageous pain, and the only response is outrageous love. Now, we can't deny the pain and suffering that humanity is experiencing right now. The wars, the climate change, political disarray, economic collapse, our current systems and structures are literally crumbling. And the painful part is that it's often innocent people or animals or the planet that's suffering as a consequence. So what does it mean, really, to respond to all of this pain with outrageous love, especially when we're looking through this lens of the evolutionary entrepreneur? In other words, what does it mean to be an entrepreneur who's an outrageous lover, an entrepreneur who commits outrageous acts of love in response to the outrageous pain that he or she sees and experiences in the world at large? Now, to answer that question, we need to understand a couple of key principles which are actually elaborated on in a lot of detail in Marc Gafni's book, Your Unique Self. I highly recommend that you go and get that book. Now, I'm taking these principles that he talks about and looking again at them through this lens of the evolutionary entrepreneur. So this first principle is that you are irreducibly unique and irreplaceable. And because of this fundamental truth, you also possess irreducibly unique and irreplaceable gifts that nobody else in the world has or ever has had or ever will have. Second, your unique gifts fulfill a unique need within your circle of influence. That would be your industry or your marketplace. And then third, it's your unique obligation to fulfill that unique need. And therefore, one of the greatest acts of love that you can commit is to share your unique gifts and talents with those who need them most. So to be an entrepreneur who commits outrageous acts of love means that you've identified or tapped into some outrageous pain, and you've also identified that, hey, I have the unique gifts to solve this pain. So the final piece is that your outrageous act of love is building a business that contributes to the healing of outrageous pain. Now, the key here is to know that you don't have to have a business that's providing like this final solution to a huge problem like climate change or the economic downfall. A small business like yours that might have a real seemingly modest purpose, like to help people get fit or to help businesses get more clients or to help women transition from divorce to dating. All of that in truth is a much bigger act of love than you might think, because outrageous pain comes from the culmination of a series of smaller yet chronic experiences that over time develop into outrageous pain. So don't be fooled. If you've identified one of those smaller pains and through your business, you have the ability to share your unique gifts with those who need them most, then you are an entrepreneur who's committing an outrageous act of love.